Well, hello everybody and welcome. Hello everybody and welcome back. So what I've got here is the Ozark Trail Ridge 29er, a $400 bike from Walmart. Right, you heard it, Walmart. So it's probably been beat to heck on YouTube, but I have one here in the box, and I have another one that's been tricked out for some time now that I'll get around to showing you. Let's go. This is a brand new size large frame. Been sitting around since Christmas. Hello. So why? Not really, no. But ooh, wow. Lots of stuff in here. I think we can get, oh no. Hold on. I'm going to pull that out first. It looks like the seat and the post and the manual. What else? That makes it safe to pull out. And 1, 2, 3, go. Nope, didn't work out. Well, luckily she's not too heavy. There we go. All done. End the video. See you next time. Now, so, all right, let me rest that there. Empty out the rest of the box because we got another box of goodies here. All right, let me get some tools. Let me get this box out of here because we don't need the box anymore. And let's see. Yeah. All right, we got pedals. Oh, we have left pedals and right pedals. Who would have thought? I know, if you buy high-end bikes, you don't get that stuff, right? And we have our reflectors, which we are probably going to install. And we have a skewer for probably the front wheel. Alright, now I need to buy the appropriate tools. So I have a 29-inch large mountain bike. Yep. Rider height 5'11" to 6'3". Luckily I am 6'3". And I think I fit the bike just well. Got a not so comfy probably seat. They're all right. So according to my other one, it's actually pretty decent. I don't know that I want to spend all day in the saddle on it, but they did a decent job. It's I don't know, probably like a 135 still. So if you got them narrow sit bones, you'll be good. Garbage. We will be probably putting on metal pedals, not these plastic ones. So let me see what I got here. Let's see, I got plastic. Oh, I got some metal pedals. Yes, I have the I Am Riders. These got some miles on them, but you know what? They're still good. And I'm going to install them on this bike. Move our tools out of the way. Move my drink out of the way. Now, let's see here. We have to commence the cutting all this stuff off. But I'll bore you no more. Oh, hey, so I can assure you no zip ties were harmed in getting to this point. No, they were all harmed. So, how do you like it? Still got a little bit to peel off here, there, everywhere. It's very well packaged. I kind of stopped at this point to show you. Ooh. Got a couple scuffs there. So if you see here where it's a little dinged up, we do have some dinging in the paint there. But you know what? I'm sure it'll be all right. Everything else for the most part seems good. This is like almost new bike day for my son because he's already gotten the bike once. Now he's going to get it assembled. And this here comes off. Another one over there. Man, they really went all out packaging this bike. So I can't complain. They did a good job. All right, so. Well, that's fun. I'll deal with that later. Let's get the handlebars on. And we're going to use my new AliExpress Allen keys and put these to the test. I'm going to say 4mm turquoise. Do we just call them the colors now, like they're Gatorade? So this is like, what size is that? It's turquoise. You know, with Gatorade, you got blue, you got light blue, dark blue. God forbid you call it a flavor. I mean, does Gatorade even really have flavors? They're just colors, right? Oh, so this is not two separate straps. It is one bracket. A little bit of masking tape up under there. Let's get that little booger off of there. And you can't see. Let me help you out there. All right. So we got the handlebars, the piece de resistance, maybe not. Where are we at on this bugger? There they go. That's not annoying. Take this and a bolt. Hold them up there. Now there's no indexing marks on this, so you will have to be a little mindful, and it may take a little playing around. So, especially if the parts want to play around and throw themselves on the floor. All right. One, two, three. And remember, if you're following along, the proper size is turquoise. We'll try and get these a little lined up. That looks close enough for government work. And I'm not going to crank them down because I can tell you right now they're probably pushed too far forward. That's all right. We can deal with that. Let's see. Now we carefully cut away, because with my luck, I would tear something off. I'm not a good lucky kind of person. I'm a bad lucky kind of person. All right. So on here are radius mechanical brakes. Radius, anybody? But you have an L2A5 shifter. So that's pretty nice. These are 10-speed bikes, I believe 11 to 46. So they're not too bad on the hills. And when I say that, I mean Arizona hills. So not flatland Arizona. I was out in Sierra Vista. So I had to deal with that. Let's see, got one more of these little crank loop stop things that go off, and that's gotta go. That's gotta go. We can't have that. So usage, keep control on traction on smooth, light trail, size large, aluminum frame, 9-speed trigger shifter. I think I lied to y'all. I think it's a 9-speed. I don't know. I don't count them when I go. I just know how it feels when I'm cranking away. So, front wheel. We're gonna lose this. Just again to reiterate, 29-inch wheel size, 5'11", 6'3". Now Walmart does typically go with the 29ers for the larger people. On something like this where it's a sized frame, it doesn't really matter because you can also get this in the other sizes, small, medium, large. Now I will say I like this better than the $300 Ozark Trail. The $300 Ozark Trail might be okay for regular, around town usage. I had a friend had the regular $300 Ozark Trail, did not use it for just regular around town usage, and wound up having to warranty the bike because it kind of fell apart. Yeah, not really exciting there. But it is what it is. So we get the wheel on here. At some point, this is a Sun Tour XCT30 fork, and they're actually not too bad. I mean, if you're spoiled by air suspension on all your stuff, then you're probably not going to like it much. But you know what? As far as budget goes, it's pretty good. Is it better than the XCM? I think so. There we go. Now I got to figure out what to do with this bugger. So we have no bolts. So yeah, we have bolts in here. This is a goodie bag. I need bolts. And yes, we do have bolts. I got 2 of them. Do you have 2 bolts? I have 2 bolts. And we're gonna go with the size on these looks like green. So if you're trying to follow along, green. Yeah, 6mm. Shh, it's green. So these are just mechanical brakes, nothing too fancy here, especially if I can get it on there. It's not too fancy. I have to back this inner pad off a little bit there. Get it to fit. Oh, there we go. That's what she needed. Just a little massage. Might need a little more than massage. Oh, there we go. Got a hawk to it on it. Push up the extra here. I'm going to run these in, and then I'm going to back them off just a little bit. Alright? Because I want this to move. I'm going to squeeze the brake. And in a couple steps, I'm going to snug it up here. Just a little bit. And a little bit. Go in your home. Well, these are pretty nice. The chrome finish actually, I think works pretty good on them. I mean, chrome don't get you home though, but hey, I'm already home. All right, it's dragging a little bit, but you know what? We're gonna adjust that. It has an adjustable inner pad. So again, use your green Allen wrench and back that off a little bit, because you don't want the rotor moving right, left. You want it a nice, even. So that one's gonna, the inner one obviously is gonna be a little closer because there's only one piston that moves on these. But hey, you know what? Metal levers, pretty durable. I mean, you can get your whole hand on there. More of a two-finger job. It's been a while since I rode the Ozark Ridge, so kind of getting reacclimated here. The rear, I don't know what's going on here. We got we got a chain off. Into the dork disc we go. Maybe we'll pull off the dork disc. Well, the derailleur hanger is definitely bent on this. Let me give you a little shuffle here. Yep. So the derailleur hanger looks a little bent, and that could be the problem right there. I do not have a derailleur hanger tool, but I have brute strength and stupidity. Because if you're dumb, you're tough, typically. So I'm just going to line this up as best I can here. That looks pretty good. And hey, now she rolls. I remember Kev Central had done a review on these. Also very good channel. I have no affiliation with him other than watching his channel and loving his content. But yeah, so it's pretty nice. Again, L2, A5 derailleur. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 gears. I'm sorry, viewers. Oh, it's confirmed now. I did lie. Let's see. Check the skewer. Make sure the skewer's tight, because hey, you don't want to assume anything's tight when you're buying a Walmart bike. Granted, I'm putting this one together, but anything happens at the factory, or nothing happens at the factory. So that's part of the problem there, is if nothing happens at the factory. And let's see, I should have some grease somewhere. There we go. Because you don't want to put one of these in dry. Anybody who tries to restore old bikes knows that's a very bad day. I want to smear a little grease on it. This is some finish line grease, 100% synthetic, that I've had, I don't know how many years I've had this grease, but I like it. It works well. Big problem you run into is when you have dissimilar metals. This is just filler. You're probably not really going to run into that much with the mountain bike. You're going to have aluminum frame, aluminum. But as a fireman, that was a big issue. When you'd have brass fittings and aluminum fittings, you could not put them together, because if you could put them together, you would not get them apart. That's just how it rolls. Man, dropsies today. All right, now that I got grease all over my hands, I'm gonna wipe it off. That's what I'm gonna do, because that's what normal people do, right? That is what normal people do, I do believe. We have, that's too big. We're going to use the whole set, close to it. Yellow on the pedals. These aren't the factory pedals that were provided, but these are the pedals I'm putting on it. So, cry me a river. Plastic pedals are garbage. Although, if you stay tuned, I have a bike review coming up where I have a plastic pedal bike. It is a Walmart purchased Kent Sea Change. And why did you guys let me put these pedals on without grease on the threads? I'll never understand. You just wanted to watch me work a little bit harder. Well, joke's on you. This is pretty easy. A little bit there, and a little bit there. Now understand, when you lube threads, torque specs go out the window unless they give you a lubed torque spec. So just make sure you're using your yellow hex key without the 8mm adapter, and it'll be good. Now this is internally routed, which there's no internal structure to the routing, so good luck with it. There's a plug here, a plug here, plug up there. There's a little tab you can open up on the bottom bracket there. You'll see where that's relevant to. So like if you're going to install a dropper post. So basically this is dropper ready. So you would run your cable down through your bottom tube, out here, in here, and up to your dropper post. Too easy, right? No, it's not that easy. But hey, it can be done. It's even got routing here. If you wanted to put on a 2x or 3x, you have 2 bottle cage mounts here. You have some other mounts here for a rack. You have something here for a kickstand, which it does not come with a kickstand. I would have expected a kickstand, you know, with the CPSC rated, blah blah blah, whatever. But no. Ooh, nice. So where are we at? We got, okay, I'm maxed out there. All right, so we just went through all the gears. Not bad. I do impress myself sometimes. I don't know, this was one of those times because I didn't do any of that work. So you have a bit of an adjustment on the shock here for your preload. My son is as big as I am, so I'm going to crank these suckers up because I know I did for mine when I was in Arizona, and it rode nice. You know, I mean, it was just enough damping. So I'm 6'3", pushing 6'4". I used to be 6'4" until gravity got a good hold of me in my older years, and yeah, now I'm pushing some 6'3". So 75 inches for you people who like to count height by inches. I don't know why they do that. Army is good for that. So I don't know. I don't make up the rules. I just break them. And the reflectors, you know what? I'm going to put them on. I'm going to put them on last. Again, it's for my son. He does not do trail riding. My youngest son, he's more of a casual mountain biker. He'll take the bike out, cruise some of the paved paths and stuff like that. The only issue we're dealing with here is a couple nicks in the paint. How can we remedy that? I could put a wrap on it. I could put stickers on it. I mean, if you want to make the whole Ozark trail motif disappear, because this is part of the paint and it's a powder coat, I guess. Sure feels like it. And yeah, it's not gonna, you know, do a good job of peeling off. So the paint doesn't peel off like that. Let's see what we got. That's it. Ozark Trail, you know, it's done. So again, it's a good bike. I liked it. Spent a lot of time on one out in Arizona. I did some of the trails out there. I did a lot of pavement pounding, and it was a good little bike. To find something similar from a bike shop, you're probably looking at dropping another $200. It's not that crazy, but it is when you're talking this price point. You can get something like a Marin, or you can get an Ozark Trail, and then you can upgrade these. Upgrading these goes great. because you have a 160 millimeter disc. It's easy to upgrade those to 180. Little spacer there, little spacer there. Boom, now you got 180 millimeter discs fitting on there with the stock brakes. You can run some hydraulics. You can get some Shimano 2-piston calipers. You can get them already set up. But then if you get them already set up and bled, you can't run it internally. And be careful, because I guarantee that rear hose is not going to be long enough to snake all the way down. But again, spend some time, do it right. But if you buy one of those sets off of eBay, Amazon, AliExpress, just be forewarned that you will more than likely have to buy additional hose, which means you're going to have to buy additional tools to do the hose, and then another additional tool to bleed them. Or just take it to a bike shop. I took my other one to a bike shop and it cost me all of about $75, including the hose. So I couldn't really complain too bad, because hey, it's their labor. You know, you want good labor. It's not going to be cheap, and the parts, of course, you know, all name brand Shimano parts. You could upgrade the cassette on these. You can upgrade the cranks. You can go to narrow wide. I don't believe this is a narrow wide, but it's got a chain ring on there, or a chain guard. It's just a little plastic guard, nothing crazy. You might want to take that off, take your dork disc off, take your reflectors off, but I'm gonna put the reflectors on again. You know, these are clamp-on grips. They're not too bad. You like something squishy, these are not the grips for you, because they're not squishy. The seat's a little squishy, the grips are not. So, and then you're going to want to move around your cockpit over here, of course. Get the shifter where you like it, get the brakes where you like it. They always put the shifter inbound of the brakes, and I guess the general populace likes it that way. Most of your mountain bikers don't. We like 1 or 2 finger braking at most. So I'm going to push these all the way in as far as I can, so I can get about 2 fingers on these levers, because that's just how these levers are. They're monsters. And then this is going to get flipped to the outside of the brake lever over here, so the shifter will be on the outside. It'll be closer, because you want that right by the grip, so you've got nice easy shifting, and then you can still do 2 finger braking. It'll work out just fine, because I've done it before. This is the second Ozark Trail put together. So hey, thanks for coming by. Stay tuned for the next video, where I get into my project Ozark Trail and go over all the changes I did to it. Have fun, stay safe.